All right. So here is the tier list as I made it previously. I can kind of slowly scroll through it. Still in my notes. Okay. So I'll save the best for last. So I'm just gonna go through the trinkets that the most changes of opinions on over the last, what, like 6 months? I think I made the trinket tier list like 6 months ago, something like that. It's the oldest tier list that I made. So it has the most drastic changes of opinion. So first I have Cursed Penny written down. So Cursed Penny wasn't sometimes useful. I knew how good Cursed Penny was. I just didn't appreciate it that much. The problem with Cursed Penny is it takes a lot of effort. If you want to actually min-max this thing, it takes a ton of effort. But it's the kind of trinket where if you need the power you're going to get from this thing, it's worth the effort. Like, trinkets like that are very strong, where it can do a lot, but it's kind of annoying to do, but you can if you want to. So this is just going to move up 1 tier. But I definitely appreciate this way more than I used to. So even though it's only moving up 1 tier, I'm using this way more often. Almost every time I see this, I use it. It's extremely good. For getting into the boss challenge room, I should clarify. It can save you some keys and bombs by getting you in the secrets and the shop and the item room, but the main use is to get in the boss challenge room. It's just incredibly powerful. And if you're doing alternating alt path, you're getting a boss challenge room every single floor besides Mausoleum 1. So incredibly, incredibly strong. All right, next I have written down Doorstop. This is one of the bigger changes. I put Doorstop all the way in sometimes useful. Man, I've used Doorstop more times than I can count since then. This thing is ridiculous. I mean, assuming you have no combos, at the very least, what Doorstop does is it lets you peek in a room, see what's in there. You can exit and then restart the room. That 9 times out of 10 will prevent you from taking damage if you would have. Because just knowing where to shoot at the beginning of a room is a massive advantage. Like even that half second where you just have to like read the room and tell what to do. This eliminates that and makes every room incredibly easy. Or if you're more in the late game like Womb and you're still holding this, it just cuts out dead ends if you don't want to clear them. So this is going all the way up to top tier. This is getting a huge bump. All right, what is next? Torn Pocket is next that I have written down. Where's Torn Pocket? Where did I rank Torn Pocket? I don't even see it. Help me out here. Here it is. I put it in always useful. This is going to be our first downgrade. Some trinkets I think less of, and this is one of them. This trinket is not that good because if you're spawning bombs with this thing, it's typically a net loss of bombs. You're going to be getting more troll bombs than you're getting double bombs. And net losing bombs with this thing is so bad. You need to either drop all your bombs on the ground with it and then not pick them up so you can farm keys and money, or have something that's consistently giving you more bombs, like Humble Bundle or BOGO bombs, or you just don't care about bombs in the first place. Or even if, I mean, I guess you could have safety scissors, but you would need safety scissors plus this, so that's not really even a consideration. This thing is typically bad, but sometimes it can be really good. And when it is good, it is insanely good. But yeah, definitely think less of this. I have written down nuh-uh. I put sometimes useful. I don't know if it's sometimes useful. Maybe it is. I don't know. Like, this trinket is so good, but the problem is it's only good in the late game. So you would have to either get it in the late game or hold it until the late game and have it do nothing. I think it does belong here, actually, yeah. Just the problem is, you really want trinkets that are going to get you to the late game in the first place. If a trinket is good in the late game, that's nice, but typically you're going to prioritize getting there rather than just having something that's good there, you know? So this is rarely going to get value, but when it does, again, it's really good. The left hand, another downgrade. Oh my god. I put the left hand top tier. That's crazy. The left hand is not good. That's getting a huge downgrade as well. I mean, this just kills your economy for the entire run. On the off chance you'll get like Guppy or maybe some soul hearts. The thing is, getting that economy is a good way to get the soul hearts, or like just get, like, having bombs, having keys gets you other things. It gets you items, it gets you all this stuff. And you just kill all chances of that by holding this. For a bunch of chests that are usually gonna have like troll bombs and spiders, maybe you'll get a deal teleport as eventually. Maybe you'll get some pedestals that aren't complete trash. You'll probably get some soul hearts, but it's just not worth it. This is really nice if you can, if you're super healthy and you can hold this going into the chest, it's pretty nice. But again, that's like, you're holding it all the way to the chest just to do like one little thing and then drop it. That's not even useful. I don't know. It's really not that good. Another downgrade, dude. So many of these. This is getting a big downgrade too. I don't know why I put this top tier. Even if you're going devil, this isn't doing that much for you. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, this is, it's fine if you're going devil. It doesn't hurt. Maybe it should go always useful, but not even, because I almost always go angel. But yeah, even if you're going devil, this is just not that good. All right, do we finally have an upgrade? Yes, the next one is an upgrade, thank goodness. This is going, where is this going? Always useful. So this is getting a little upgrade, but I can definitely appreciate this more than I did. This gives you wisps at the beginning of every floor, which is pretty nice. Especially early on, like just getting those few wisps can be super clutch. And there's a couple of really broken synergies with wisps. I mean, obviously you can't rely on that, but having those available is also pretty nice. So I can definitely appreciate Beth's Faith. Oh, here's another good one. Blasting Cap. I put Blasting Cap in rarely useful. What was I thinking? This doubles your bomb placements. This thing is insane. I put it all the way down here. Oh my goodness. This is going... Wait, where did this go? Okay, this is going down here. This isn't quite top tier, but this thing is nuts. I've had so many runs where I use this so much, just for like endgame boss clear. It's just so good. This trinket is ridiculous. Double DPS bombs. Yes, please. Daemon's Tail. Okay, so Daemon's Tail is going down here. I thought this was way better than it is. It's still good, but I haven't figured out how to use this trinket. I have a working strategy currently for it, but like, I don't know enough about this trinket to know exactly how to use it. And the more I use it, the more confusing it becomes. Like, I had a run where I had Guppy's Eye. If you drop this, it changes the contents of most chests, even if it has no hearts in it. Even if it has nothing to do with hearts, it'll change what's in a chest. Like, that for example. But I don't understand this trinket enough to rank it. I do think it's good. I think it has a lot of potential, but I don't know exactly where it would go. Alright, what's next? I wrote down Tick. I think Tick is fine where it is, honestly. I wrote down put Tick sometimes useful. I guess. I almost never use Tick anymore. I used to use this a lot more. I think it's appropriate to move it down. I don't have any different thoughts about it. I value my trinkets a lot more than I used to, I guess. Alright, and then Poker Chip. Okay, so a couple of these down here I wanted to rank if possible. So Poker Chip definitely goes here. Poker Chip sucks. This trinket is terrible. Pretty much the only time you would use this is if you have Guppy's Eye. If you have Guppy's Eye, it's really good. But other than that, it just sucks. I'm not gonna put it never useful, but Yeah, this trinket is terrible. And old capacitor, yeah, this trinket is better for sure. This could even go like sometimes useful. There's a couple down here that could definitely get moved up, like this, this. But I'll just leave them down here. You just need very specific actives for this to be good. Like an active you're not actively using during room clear. So like if you're full health and you have Satanic Bible or Book of Revs, it's really good. Or if you have Teleporter 2.0, it's really good. Or just any active you're not actively using during room clear. But then maybe you're going to use it after. Maybe it could be good with like everything jar. I don't know. This trinket is pretty bad though, overall. All right. Next, we have modeling clay. Okay, modeling clay is also going down here. I've had a lot of game breaks with modeling clay recently, but it's hard to know exactly how good this is and whether or not it's worth taking over any other trinket for me. So I think sometimes useful was like pretty accurate, but I don't know exactly. I want to use this more. I've been trying to use it more, and every time I've used it, it's been very good. But I don't know exactly where this would go. And I'm just gonna leave these here. I've barely used these, so I will leave them in I don't know. So 2 things moved out of I don't know, 2 things moved in I don't know. All right. Now we have Crowheart. Crowheart, I put top tier, and it belongs up here. Crowheart is like one of the best in the game. This trinket is, I talked it up a lot last time, I'm sure, because I put it all the way up in top tier. But this belongs up here, and how is this in the game tier? This trinket is so absurdly broken. I don't think I have anything new to say about it compared to last time, where you can like sacrifice with it, and if you get teleported to the deal, you can use it to reduce your deal chance on the boss for free. Just kind of that like self synergy situation. But just, man, this trinket is just so absurd. I almost always use this, and it's just ridiculous. All right, and then the final trinket, I said I would save the best for last. I put cracked dice in rarely useful. That's literally how you know I had never used this in my life. I had never used this before. And after that, I think even during that, I was being told that this is insanely good. And I listened. I completely listened. And I gave this a bunch of tries. I've used this a ton since then. And this is maybe the best trinket in the entire game. I mean, this trinket, almost every time I get it, it's a game break. Like, we get it, and then we get Death Cert later that floor. This trinket is just so broken. Literally today, a couple runs ago, I had the classic game break with it. It wasn't even with IV back. I had blood bombs. I used blood bombs to break the game with this. Blood bombs, old bandage. In it, I had a super secret room with some consumables that were already in there. And I just completely broke the game, left with Death Cert 100 damage. Like, if a trinket is that good that you break the game almost every time you get it, that says a lot. So I don't know if this is the best trinket or this is the best trinket, Blessed Penny. It's pretty close for me. Like, Blessed Penny is always, always, always good. This is a little more specific, but barely. And when it's good, even a little bit, you get Death Cert. Just insta. So this, I can't believe I put this in barely useful. Like, it was painfully obvious I had never used it. Because if you know how good this is, you would never put it that low. And I clearly didn't. So, that is going to be my revision for now. I'm pretty happy with this. There are a couple like smaller rankings that I would maybe switch around, but generally I wanted to move things that I have completely different thoughts on. So that'll do it for now. We'll see if I have completely different thoughts in another 6 months if I keep playing this game. But yeah. It's always pretty interesting to revisit stuff like this. I really enjoy it.